Hello, and welcome to The Daily Reader, the podcast for people who want to read more books, learn new things, and find joy in reading. I'm Alex, and I'm here to help you build a lasting reading habit, step by step, day by day. I will be speaking clearly and taking my time so you can relax and focus on the ideas. In today's episode, we're going to talk about something very simple but very powerful. How to read every single day. Even if your life is incredibly busy, even if you feel too tired at night, even if you haven't finished a book in years. Many people think they need a quiet room, a cup of tea, and 2 hours of free time to read a book. But that's not true. You don't need a perfect weekend. You don't need to read 50 pages at once. What you need are small, smart steps. Steps that are easy to repeat. Steps that fit into your busy, modern life. So, let's begin. Let's start with a simple idea. What is micro-reading? Maybe you do this already without knowing it. Micro-reading is one of the best techniques to finish more books without feeling stressed. It's simple and very powerful. Here is how it works. You don't wait for a long break. Instead, you read in the tiny gaps of your day. You read for just 3 minutes while waiting for the bus. You read 2 pages while waiting for your coffee to brew. You don't worry about reading a whole chapter. You just read a paragraph or a page. Let's try to change our mindset right now. I will say a sentence and I want you to repeat it out loud or just think it in your mind. I don't need an hour to read. Now you repeat. 5 minutes is enough to make progress. Now you repeat. Every page counts. Now you repeat. Very good. That's the core of micro-reading. At first, it feels strange to close a book after just 2 minutes. That's okay. It's not about finishing the book quickly. It's about training your brain to pick up a book instead of your phone. It helps you get used to the habit. If you do this often, even 5 minutes here and there, you will finish books faster than you ever imagined. Now, let's talk about the main question. How can you practice reading every day? Many listeners tell me, Alex, I want to read, but I don't have time. I'm always looking at screens. I fall asleep as soon as I open a book. And I always say, you don't need perfect focus. You just need to begin. Let me give you 5 simple and powerful ways to build a reading habit in your real life, wherever you are. Tip number 1. Keep a book everywhere. This is the most important step. If you want to read more, books must be easy to reach. Don't hide your book on a high shelf. Leave a book on your kitchen table. Keep one in your bag. Put one on your nightstand. If a book is right in front of your eyes, you are much more likely to open it. Make reading the easiest choice in the room. Tip number 2. Read before you scroll. We all use our phones a lot. But we can use that habit to our advantage. Make a simple rule for yourself. Before you open Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, you must read 1 page of a book. Just 1 page. Often, after you read that 1 page, you will want to read another and another. You are replacing a screen habit with a reading habit. Tip number 3. Don't be afraid to quit a bad book. This is a big change for many people. If you are reading a book and you don't like it, put it down. Stop reading it. Life is too short to read books you hate. When you force yourself to read a boring book, you stop reading altogether. Finding a book you truly enjoy is the secret to reading every day. Let go of the boring ones. Tip number 4. Set a tiny, impossible-to-fail goal. Don't say, I will read a whole chapter today. That is too much pressure. Instead, set a goal that is so small it is impossible to fail. Tell yourself, I will read exactly 2 pages today. On a busy day, you can finish 2 pages in 3 minutes, and you win. On a good day, those 2 pages will turn into 20 pages. Start small to build your reading muscles. Tip number 5. Track your streaks, not your pages. Let me tell you something very important. If you want to be a reader, you should not only focus on how much you read, but how often you read. Don't worry about reading 50 books a year. Just try to read for 5 days in a row, then 10 days in a row. Get a calendar and put an X on every day that you read at least one page. Building that chain of X's becomes a fun game. It becomes part of your everyday life. Okay, using books in your daily life is not difficult. It doesn't take much free time. And here's the secret. Turn small daily moments into reading moments. Instead of staring at the wall while brushing your teeth, read a page. Instead of watching 5 minutes of TV before bed, read 5 minutes of a story. These small actions build strong habits, and strong habits create lifelong readers. So remember, make reading part of your life. Let books be part of who you are, not just something you do on vacation. When you do this, reading will not feel like homework. It will feel like a joy you live with. See you next time.